Good afternoon, folks. The date is December 30th, and we welcome you all back to the Great War News, or GWN for short. My name is Ryan Stuckey.
And my name is Ian Lindell. Today, we have something quite interesting for you all. As we all know, this war between the Central Powers and the Allies has been going on for nearly 5 years now that we're in December of 1914. Spirits may be low, but we've received reports of something very special that happened somewhere in between the village of Frelinghien and Hooplings in St. Yvonne. This is something that might be able to raise all of our spirits. We've also gotten word of it happening in a few other places, but that can be saved for another time once we've told you all just what happened. Now, I believe Ryan would like to go over more specifics on this event.
What Ian said about this being interesting is definitely true. A truce of this scale is unheard of in this Great War. Just before we go into what really happened, I'd like to give a little background context so you viewers can understand everything perfectly. Just a few days ago, on Christmas Eve, some German troops were heard singing songs together. Supposedly, the types of songs varies, but the main types that were constantly mentioned were either patriotic songs or Christmas carols. Many British soldiers reportedly saw lanterns and fir trees in the German soldiers' trenches. These sightings and hearings led to what we now call the Christmas truce. I'll let Ian take it from here. He's been dying to talk about this all day.
What can I say? It's something that can bring hope in this terrible war. Why wouldn't I want to talk about it with the people? Anyway, we're getting off topic. As Ryan was saying, these things that the British soldiers saw and heard from their trenches are what truly led to this unnatural truce. On Christmas Day, the British soldiers heard shouting come from the German trenches. Across no man's land, the German soldiers were shouting phrases like, "Come over here," and the British soldiers responded with their own phrases like, "You come halfway, we come halfway." A British captain, Charles Stockwell, was the one to accept the Germans' invitation to meet in no man's land. Later, Lieutenant Johannes Niemann of the Germans met with multiple British officers and negotiated the truce. Niemann then recalled his troops, and they set up a Christmas tree and lit candles in the German trenches. Now, I have to say, this just warms my heart to hear. I think we can all agree that this really shows the peacefulness of the truce and the moment where the soldiers could really relax, even just for a little while.
You're totally right about that, Ian. Really, just a moment's rest for our soldiers is amazing to hear of. Now, as Ian was just saying before, that moment was truly peaceful. It was also reported by Ernie Williams, who claims to have witnessed the whole unorganized kickabout to be quite a sight. Imagine seeing two enemy groups gathering together on Christmas Day to celebrate and have fun. Soldiers exchanging gifts and just doing things together isn't really in your typical day-to-day sighting, even in this Great War where so many odd things are happening. According to different reports, these weren't the only things they did in no man's land. They even took photographs together and played games of soccer, even with the poor state of the ground in no man's land. We even got access to one of the photographs. Here it is. It's said that a soldier cut another's hair, showing the trust and tranquility that all of the soldiers held for each other. On a more serious note, the soldiers had a chance to collect and bury their dead or repair and uphold their trenches. I am really glad they had this opportunity to make up for the time they've lost to the war, even if it was barely for a day. I think I'll let Ian cover this next topic. It's a lot more serious than what we've covered so far.
Yeah, Ryan, I can definitely take it from here. Despite this positive news, this truce wasn't upheld everywhere. Intense fighting still raged on and more people died in this war. And we all know that this isn't exactly what the high commands on either side were wanting to happen. I mean, something like this, in such a dark time, can definitely undermine the fighting spirit of our soldiers. When they see truces like this, they must think about how nice it would be to be a part of a truce like that. This is obviously something that the high commands would want to prevent, and they're definitely trying to.
On that note, I'd like to circle back a little bit. Earlier, when Ian was talking about it happening elsewhere, he wasn't lying. More truces appeared throughout the battlefield, although none were anywhere close to the scale of this Christmas truce. In fact, this even led to the start of a brand new system that soldiers used. This new system has been dubbed the Live and Let Live system. With this system, short pauses in battle were held. This let the soldiers repair their trenches and collect and bury their casualties. Sadly, this mostly only happened in quiet areas of the battlefield, and we all know there aren't many quiet places in war. Now, let's talk about what this really means for the Great War. The Christmas truce serves as a symbol, one of shared humanity, of the empathy and peace that people hold even in desperate times. These shared moments, whether it be a soccer match or just cutting another man's hair, prove that these soldiers don't just see each other as a target, as an enemy, but a real person, a fellow human being. This truce is a shining symbol of peace and understanding in a time where it can be so difficult to see it. Just a simple game of soccer can show how familiarity can bring people together, even in the hardest times.
Really, this is just a great moment to hear about. But I think that's enough on this topic for now. We'll see all of you again, same time tomorrow. Have an amazing day.
See you guys next time.